Manager.
David and Nicole on your TV. This is SportsCenter. It's also been a rough week for the Spurs. More on that in a bit. But first, Luka, LeBron, and the Lakers. Yes, nailed it.
Alliteration.
Nailed it.
A lot of L's. The Lakers trying to avoid catching another L in the thin air of Denver. Pictures, descriptions, and accounts. Nuggets on a 9-game win streak. Michael Malone pulling out all the stops to keep it going.
I haven't washed my underwear in 2 weeks, man. All-Star break killed me on that one. You know, it was too long.
All right, try to
love
get
him.
that image out of your head. There he is. Luka and LeBron playing nicely together. The sweet dive from Dončić to James. Lakers up early. Mid first. Oh, Luka feeling it from 30-something feet. 16 in the first quarter, more than his average per game as a Laker. Go to the second. The Lakers had a game plan. Smother Nikola Jokic. Every time he got the ball and tried to make a move, here they come. Nothing he could do. A turnover there for Jokic, who took just 7 shots all night. No space to work with. Tries it again. The double team comes and the turnover happens. 6 turnovers on the night for Jokic. And then Doncic and James working well again. The connection up top for LeBron. He had 25 on the night. Lakers up by 8 there. Next possession. Luka had that look in his eye. Pull up 3. Luka ripping some net. Lakers up by 9 at halftime, third quarter. He just stopped hitting iron for a while there. Sidestep 3 got it. Lakers by 11. And then they get a little fancy. Austin Reeves. Wrap around. Bounce pass to LeBron, who hangs around and finishes. Lakers by 9 after the missed foul shot. Fourth quarter. Jokic up. Another turnover. Luka going to take this one for the layup. Lakers by 18 and rolling. And then finally, watch Dončić. You think he wants this shot? Fights through a nugget sandwich here and then off one leg, bang. The streak is over. Michael Malone can do some laundry. Dončić 32 and 10 boards. Lisa Solider spoke to him afterward.
Just trying to feel like myself a little bit, playing this game. This is what I love, so I'm just finally, being myself a little bit. So that's why I was smiling the whole game.
There's been so much talk about you fitting in with the Lakers, about you fitting in with LeBron James. Just how were you able to find a rhythm with LeBron tonight?
Yeah, I think we still got a lot of improvement. I just can't play. It's my 4th game. So, chemistry takes time. But you see today, after 3 games, you saw today that it's getting better. So every day is going to get better.
In his best showing as a Laker, Luka had his 89th career game with at least 30 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists, the second most by any player aged 25 or younger, behind only the Big O, Oscar Robertson.
Would you please look at this man? There's a little ray of sunshine over there. Perk in the bright yellow. Look, I think that this game, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I think that this game may actually be a statement game. You got LeBron and you got Luka. They're both showing up at the same time. What do you like most about this performance?
Hey, Nicole, how you be on the phone with some of your friends and your girlfriends, and when y'all get in a deep conversation, you be like, honey, baby. That's one of them ones tonight, right? Listen. This not only was a statement game, it was the most impressive win of the season by the Los Angeles Lakers because they walked into Denver against the best player in the world, a team that had been playing some inspiring basketball, and Luka, trying to find his rhythm, absolutely did that. And they dominated in great fashion. I thought defensively they were all over the place, but that Luka and LeBron connection was something special to see. I never questioned, could it fit? I always wondered when was Luka going to get in shape, and it's looking like he's finally getting his legs in front of him. And by the way, J.J. Redick has done an outstanding job with this offense and this defense and as a head coach. Right now, he's a top 10 coach in the NBA.
Listen, if it was actually me on the phone, it would be more like, girl. On the other end, there were a lot of people, and for good reason, who said that the Lakers should be afraid of the Nuggets. But here they are, big win. Did the Lakers finally crack the code that is the Nuggets?
I believe they did. I thought they exposed something tonight. They were on the Denver Nuggets' ass like back pockets, especially Nikola Jokic. All I kept hearing about is what the Lakers are going to do at the center position, and I thought JJ game plan was perfectly executed by the Los Angeles Lakers. They limited his touches. They limited his shot attempts. They sunk double teams at him. Jackson Hayes was phenomenal. Rui Hachimura was phenomenal one-on-one. And then on top of that, they made the Denver Nuggets turn and shoot threes and said, you know what, you guys are going to have to beat us from the outside. And if y'all make one, we're still not going to switch up. If y'all make two, we're not going to switch up. And the game plan worked. When you're undermanned and undersized, you have to get scrappy. You have to get down and dirty and go get it out the mud. And that's exactly what the Lakers did to the Denver Nuggets tonight and caused Jokic to have one of his worst nights I done seen in a long time.
You're going to have that sunshine. Will you send some this way? Because we need to melt some ice around here in Connecticut.
I bet.
Perk, thank you.
Thank you.
We have a developing story into SportsCenter news on Greg Popovich, who hasn't coached the Spurs since suffering a mild stroke in November. And for that, we're joined by our senior NBA insider, Shams Charania. So, Shams, what can you tell us here?
David, sources tell me that Greg Popovich is not expected to return to the bench this season. The Spurs are operating, from my understanding, as if he is out for the remainder of the season. And his future is very unclear after that mild stroke in early November. I'm told he does continue to make progress in his rehab on a human level. He is getting stronger and stronger, and there will be a time and place for Popovich to address his long-term future beyond just this season. 76 years old, the all-time winningest coach in NBA history. The expectation is he will not return to the sideline this season.
Greg Popovich, the oldest NBA head coach ever. We wish the best for Pop in his recovery. One of the great coaches behind only in NBA history.
There they go, Oscar
late
Robertson.
Would you please look at this man? There's a little ray of sunshine over there. Perk in the bright yellow. Look, I think that this game, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I think that this game may actually be a statement game. You got LeBron and you got Luka. They're both showing up at the same time. What do you like most about this performance?
Hey, Nicole, you know how you be on the phone with some of your friends and your girlfriends, and when y'all get in a deep conversation, you be like,
In a night that had all the makings of a defining moment for the Los Angeles Lakers, Luka Dončić and LeBron James orchestrated a dominant performance that not only ended the Denver Nuggets' 9-game winning streak but also sent a powerful message to the rest of the NBA. For a team that has faced its share of struggles this season, this was more than just another victory. It was a statement. Against the defending champions in the thin air of Denver, the Lakers didn't just win. They controlled the game from start to finish, exposing vulnerabilities in a Nuggets squad that had appeared nearly untouchable in recent weeks. From the opening moments, the Lakers established a clear game plan. Take Nikola Jokic out of the equation. Every time the reigning Finals MVP touched the ball, he was met with aggressive double teams, forced into uncomfortable positions, and denied the space to operate in his usual, methodical fashion. The result? A season-low 7 shot attempts and an uncharacteristic 6 turnovers, numbers that illustrate just how effectively Los Angeles disrupted Denver's offensive rhythm. It was a defensive masterclass, executed with precision, physicality, and discipline. While defense set the tone, it was Luka Dončić who truly stole the show. The Slovenian superstar, in just his 4th game as a Laker, looked every bit the generational talent that had made him one of the most coveted players in the league. He wasted no time making his presence felt, pouring in 16 points in the first quarter, more than his current average per game since arriving in Los Angeles. His confidence was evident from the moment he pulled up from well beyond the arc and drained a deep three-pointer, sending an early message that he was locked in. The chemistry between Doncic and LeBron James, still a work in progress, took a significant step forward. The two connected seamlessly in transition, executed crisp pick-and-roll actions, and found each other in crucial moments, showing flashes of a duo that could cause serious problems for opponents down the stretch. LeBron, as always, was the stabilizing force, finishing with 25 points and proving once again why, even in his 21st season, he remains one of the most impactful players in the game. Austin Reeves added his signature energy, delivering highlight reel assists, including a beautiful wraparound pass to James in the third quarter that left the crowd in awe. The Lakers executed their offense with a level of fluidity and efficiency that had been lacking in previous matchups, a testament to the work being put in behind the scenes. For Denver, this loss raises questions. Their 9-game winning streak, while impressive on paper, came against teams that were far from championship contenders. Against an elite-level opponent with a strategic blueprint designed to neutralize their biggest weapon, the Nuggets looked vulnerable. Jokic, who is typically an offensive maestro, was rendered ineffective, forced into rush decisions and uncomfortable shot selections. The Lakers provided a potential roadmap for how to slow down the Nuggets, daring Denver's supporting cast to step up while keeping Jokic from dictating the flow of the game. Beyond the X's and O's, this game carries significant playoff implications. With the win, the Lakers now sit just 2 games behind the Clippers in the Western Conference standings, and the possibility of them finishing as the 6th seed is very real. If that happens, they could once again find themselves facing Denver in the first round, a rematch of last year's Western Conference Finals. The narrative for much of the season has been that the Lakers should do everything in their power to avoid a first-round matchup with the Nuggets. But after a performance like this, perhaps the conversation is shifting. If Los Angeles has, in fact, cracked the code to slowing down Denver, then suddenly, the outlook on a potential postseason clash becomes far more interesting. For Doncic, this was a turning point in his brief Lakers tenure. After a few early games of trying to find his fit, he looked like the superstar that the Lakers hoped he would be when they made the blockbuster move to acquire him. His post-game comments reflected a player who is finally feeling comfortable, understanding his role, and embracing the expectations that come with wearing the purple and gold. Chemistry takes time, but if this performance was any indication, the partnership between Doncic and James is beginning to flourish at just the right moment. Of course, one game does not define a season, and the road ahead remains challenging. But what the Lakers proved in this matchup is that when they play with energy, discipline, and focus, they can go toe-to-toe with the best. They walked into Denver and systematically took down the defending champions, executing a near-perfect game plan in the process. For a team that has battled inconsistency throughout the year, this was a glimpse of what they could become, a legitimate contender when firing on all cylinders. With the playoffs looming, the Lakers have put the league on notice. This is not the same team that struggled to find its identity earlier in the season. This is a team with 2 elite playmakers, a renewed defensive mindset, and a growing belief that they can beat anyone. The win in Denver was more than just another W in the standings. It was a reminder that the Lakers are still a force to be reckoned with.